Okay, great. I believe Mohammed would be joining in couple of minutes. He's running late. So yeah, I'll just wait for a couple of minutes, then we can, start. Just give me a second. I'll just make sure. Okay, great. Everything is working. So yeah, any update or anyone wants to maybe start? Maybe they have done some research on some tools or some architecture.
I looked up some data sets, freely available open data sets, and I'll be sharing my screen data maybe to just go over the data sets.
Okay, great, great. Great, that's great to see. So yeah, before we start, so Kunal, yeah, I thank you for the article. Actually, I read it, but that seems way too complicated. And soon also going to take OpenClaw masterclass, so you all can join. Okay, in maybe next week because no after that, because next week I think I will be taking Claude Code's masterclass. Okay, so I will be explaining. So OpenClaw is something totally different, right? It's more than an AI agent. It's an assistant for you. Okay, so what people are doing is they are running on Mac Mini, and while they are sleeping they are just maybe they want to send some outbound message, right? They want to maybe reply to some messages, right? They want to schedule meeting. So that's background thing, or I would say 24-hour employee or replicating yourself is what OpenClaw is. Okay, if we provide them the API key and everything, so it will go crazy. Okay, so people are running on their systems or maybe VPS hosting, okay, without API keys. Some people are running, but yeah, there's a security flaw or issue, I would say. If you are using your personal Google account, so please be aware that Google are banning your account. So create another account or secondary account, then use or connect with OpenClaw, because there's a massive loophole in the security. Okay, and don't give your API key unless you want a very big bill. Okay, so yeah, but the idea here is to have something like a structure, right? That AI agents are there's no just one agent, right? There's a multiple agent, and it's guiding, providing support firstly, identifying the issue, and then maybe connecting to the real therapist. That's what our idea in the beginning was, but let's see. Okay, so yeah, I'll just stop. Yeah, so okay, I'll see how many people are there. Okay, yeah, so Mohammed is running a little bit late. So yeah, anyone want to share maybe their research or in the past week what they have thought about this product?
I can share my screen and
Yes, yes, you can share.
show
You have
show
access, right?
the
I'll just check.
yeah. I'll show the data sets that I
Great, great, great. Yeah.
got, came up with. Um, so there is this site called data.gov. Although this looks like mostly all only US data, not worldwide. Um, so, and you have several data sets. And the ones that I downloaded were the national, sorry, death rates for suicide by sex race. This one I downloaded, and then adult depression I downloaded, because not all of them provide the tabular format like the CSV. Um, some provide only HTML, and you don't want to do any such HTML, and then afterwards you have to scrape and all that. So I mainly took 4 data sets. Those are um, just one second. Yeah. So the adult depression, death rates for suicide by sex rates, Hispanic, the one that I told you, and then hospitalization counters, and then patient characteristics survey. So I think that is, yeah, hospital encounters for behavioral health, and then the other one is yeah. So anyway, these four, the way it is set up is um, you have the, sorry, not this one. Trying to open up it on my,
Yes, Kunal, you can speak. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, ma'am, you just told about the other data formats as well, like the HTML.
yeah.
I think I can work on that. Like, instead, like,
No,
I
no,
can
it's not.
post on Google
Not
Forms.
just a second. It's not that I don't know how to scrape the HTML. We don't need to do unnecessary work. That's all I'm saying. And first of all, we have to see if these data sets are anything that we want to use. Um, I'm not saying that this is the only source that is available. From what I have searched, these are some of the data sets that are freely available. Because again, it is HIPAA protected here in the US, so not everything will become fully available. So these are some of the data sets that I have taken a look at. It goes by geography, patient type, category, and whatnot. So we have to see each of these data sets if we can use it, if is it of any, does it serve our purpose, and so on and so forth. But other than that, I found a Medium article. This is slightly, I would say, covers not just US, worldwide. It seems like, and but all of them happen to be Kaggle data sets. So we have to take it with a grain of salt, so to speak, that it may not be all like raw data sets. It could be already some amount of pre-processing may be done and whatnot. So that from the paper, because I subscribe to Medium, I was able to bring up the article, and we have like different, uh, I mean, 10 data sets that are highlighted here. Mental health survey, depression detection, suicide rates, teen mental health, anxiety and depression survey data. I think this might be of use to us because we are generally focusing on like any kind of depression or anxiety, right? It could be job loss or whatever the case may be. So I thought this is something to take a look at. Yeah, that's all I had from my end. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Maybe I can add a little. So, adding to what Pankaja said, as for gaining the data sets, I know it's a little difficult, but if we can get some conversational data between patients and the therapists, that can be something we can really use. I have done something similar with a physiotherapy interaction data set. It's really hard to find, but there was an 8-hour recording that was available, fortunately. If we can source something similar, I mean, I've been looking up as well. Just I need to dig up a little more. Again, there are a lot of data sets available here in the Canadian government websites as well. So maybe I can scrape up a little bit, and maybe we can use some conversational data sets that can also be really helpful, other than what Pankaja also shared. So that will be able to, basically tune the different agents that will be
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it can
Yeah, but the
reference back to that, so that it's we have a proof that AI agents is not making stuff up. It has some proof or some
yeah,
guidance. It's based on giving something. Right? Got it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the conversational also, um, we need quite a bit. Otherwise, like we'll be generating synthetic data that may not help. It's just making things up if we do
Yeah.
synthetic.
Right. So
So at
Prashant,
least we would need about, I'm thinking at a minimum to start with at least like 1,000 samples.
yes.
Um, if it is
So
less than that, it's not much.
correct. So
Actually,
one
I think
approach
we
here
need
would
a combination of
uh,
two. I was thinking that
sorry.
we just need a combination of two, like the one that Pankaja showed,
Correct.
which is historical data, and then what you're talking about, the conversation type between patients and doctors. Both of them we
I
need and combine.
even I also found one data set which I have shared the link. It's on the University of Berkeley. It's the student mental health data of undergraduate and graduate during the COVID-19 pandemic year.
Yeah. The Kaggle set also has COVID time data set related to COVID. Um, but that again is just that patient and some metric, that type of data, right? So, but since we are going to do, since this problem statement is based on agentic AI, conversation mostly, because it's going to be some kind of an assistant, we need more of the conversational data, like Siddharth was mentioning. So probably we can get some kind of mm, like we have the mental sort of uh, depression type of data, right? That I showed you from the data.gov. So that if we can somehow relate to the conversational, we assign the same patient ID, even though it is not that, but we
Yeah.
can assign the same patient ID to those conversations. So at least that if we achieve, then maybe it won't be that much of a made up data, except for we are associating fictitiously the patient to that notes.
Yeah. So one way to do that, as in I can give you a similar example. I have been developing a scribe for a physiotherapy clinic, as in we have been doing that on the sidelines. So if you can actually, I mean, it's gonna be difficult, but here I was actually able to speak with a physiotherapy clinic owner and then get access to some of the records. Of course, the names are going to be removed. The
Yeah,
patient
of course.
identities will not be disclosed.
Of
But that
course.
is a really, I mean, it really will be a depending on the luck, if we can find something similar like that. That is one way. Another way could be to simulate it. Actually, again, that will be time consuming. Maybe we can just come up with
Yeah, and again,
simple
simulating is like
simulations.
it's going to be like made up stuff, right? So
Right.
we will not know whether the agent is imagining and hallucinating, or it is your actual made up data,
Diagnosis.
synthetic
Yeah.
data. So that is why I'm saying it's better to get the actual notes. Um, and even if you get like 1,000 to start with, we can see how our agents behave.
Correct. Yeah.
I was searching on United Nations website, and they do have a project related to by 2030 for mental health. And I'm just searching their data set if it's available for use. If anyone if you have any resource from we can connect with them, then we can get the data from them.
Right.
UN data, right? You're asking UN, right?
Again, it has to be public data set. Otherwise, like these institutions, they can be very tight-lipped because it's very personal, um, guarded data, right? So unless it's for research purposes, many places they don't let you. You need to get authorization and whatnot, because I was trying to do some agentic AI type of POC, and I was trying to get data, and I had to write to them through MIT Sloan Catering and apply and, get like a no objection type of a thing, and declare that I'm using it only for educational purpose and whatnot. So it is not that straightforward, is what I'm trying to say.
Great.
So,
Great.
so
Any
Siddharth, if you
anyone?
can get um, more, I think it's
I
something
Yeah, so we need to try definitely. This was
different sources. Yes.
correct. We need to try it. It all depends on luck, and then how the more realistic data set we get, the better. That is true. But yeah, we can definitely try. Yeah. And there are already some companies that are doing these kind of things, like for instance, when I was doing the work for this scribe, we contacted this company called Heidi. I don't know if you're aware of it. They are into this scribe this thing, but they declined, but we definitely can try for some agencies and companies that are already doing this kind of work, that we are doing some kind of research, and if you can share some, maybe it can be paid, or maybe it can be free of source, but we can definitely
Yeah, I
try.
can try the clinical thing that I was trying to do as a POC. I had written it for some type of data, but I can try to see if under the same NIH data source, if something is available. I mean, things are available, but it's not open, obviously. So I'll check there if any kind of behavioral health data is available, and if I have to get some kind of exception, I can write to that, and because I already have some kind of communication established for a couple of data sets, I'll try that.
Yes.
I was just searching and I just found something. Let me share my screen. Yeah, I hope you can see this screen. It's a paper and I'm looking for its data
Not
set.
yet. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the sample data. It's the like conversational data they have here,
Mm-hmm.
and even the title of this paper was same: consultation data set of speech and text.
Okay.
So let me see if I can get their data accessible via Science Bank repository at this address. Okay,
Click on
so
this
Yeah.
29. Kunal, just
uh,
click on this 29. Yeah. Do we have a link for data records?
National Library of Medicine. No, it's just the same
Okay,
No,
it's
it's
reference
just
to
a
paper.
paper. Okay,
PDF.
got it, got it.
Yeah. Let me search more on this and I will update you.
Sure, sure.
I
Yeah,
can share
update
this
and
papers. Yeah,
l-
I can
let me
share
know
the papers
because,
link.
yeah, share the paper link.
I have shared in the chat box.
Can you put it in that Tushar,
Slack.
maybe create like a
Yeah.
meeting notes
I will put in
document?
Slack.
Go, no. I don't want like so many messages going back and forth. Let Tushar create like a meeting notes type of a document. You can just add to that.
Yeah, like minutes of meeting.
Let me
Yeah,
check.
whatever he creates, whatever document he creates, let him create and share the link to us on the meetings announcement meetings channel. You can just update the document. That way, it'll be all there in one
Yes.
place, and you don't have to like scroll up and down 10,000 messages.
Okay, another thing I wanted to discuss a little bit, maybe not pertaining to data collection, but thing is we need to create these modules now, like the life cycle for the product, so that we can start putting in things accordingly. Whatever we are researching, maybe it is data collection, model development, and whatever it is for that matter, the project architecture for that matter.
Yeah, I thought Mohammed would be here because I think he is key to that part. Um,
Because now everyone will be pulling up new articles, some research will be coming, some data sets will be coming in, so they need to go in the respective sections, and again then we need to see again who can take ownership of which section, and how people can contribute, who is interested in contributing to which section, so that we can start aligning activities accordingly. What do you think,
Definitely.
Tushar?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So actually in the tracker I put some rough guidelines. Currently it's not fixed. We will modify. But yeah, you can choose like it's a general product life cycle for our product here. So it's not finalized, but yeah, you can see like what steps we have to make. So there are quite a lot of. So I'll just share the link if you haven't seen yet. But yeah, you can all check out. It's a general one, and of course, it's going to be dynamic. So in the tracker only, second sheet, MVP roadmap. Okay.
Yeah.
So Tuhin,
Okay,
you
so
were
yeah, it's
trying to
it's
say
having some
something?
compliances like knowledge as well, like what we have to take care of. Okay, and some things, but definitely it's not.
Hi
Okay.
Tushar. Hi everyone.
Hello, hello. Yeah.
I
So yeah, what I'll do is first of all, we'll discuss today what we will be working on next week. Then I'll create a GitHub repo as well, so we can start at least putting a basic AI. Maybe someone wants to have a AI infrastructure ready. Meanwhile, we are searching and working on the compliance thing. Okay, so just a general AI agent infrastructure. Okay, or I can work on that. So we'll keep that ready so that we can start experimenting. I think my screen is frozen. You are able to hear me?
Yeah, we are able to hear you.
Yeah, we're able to hear you.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So, Mohammed, you were
I
saying something. Please go ahead. Yeah. Hello.
Hello, can I say something before that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who is this? Yeah, you
Yes.
don't have to raise your hand. You can, unmute everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking that Kunal has shared this paper, which is like a Chinese paper, right? So all the data is collected from a perspective of Chinese nationals. So are we collecting the data in terms of like specific ethnicity, like let's say American or Indian,
Got
or
it,
will
got
it
it.
be changing? Like from what I'm understanding is American patients will be different from Indian patients, right?
Definitely, we have to select the market first, right? So that's why it's like a open vote or something. So Mohammed and I haven't discussed the market, but I think it depends on a majority voting. But if you see like if we are thinking about getting the first customer, Americans would be very easy to get, okay, or Europeans. If we try Asian industry, so it's very difficult to get. They are just want to test it out first, right? They do not even want to pay after testing as well. So we have
yeah.
to make a balance. So I was thinking North American market, okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
firstly, but let's see what we
I
can
mean,
focus
probably
on.
you and Muhammad can lay out something that way. Not that you have to spoon feed anybody, but at least like some sort of guideline so that uh, people just don't go astray, and then we waste everyone's time and we waste our own time as well. So that's one of the
Sure,
suggestions
sure.
I have.
So
So
yeah,
yeah,
so the
market concentration again, like if we select one or two, like in North America, it's Canada, US, probably, Mexico for that matter. Then the compliances will also be like it will be
yes,
constrained,
yeah,
because if we go into European market, then again
different,
lots of
totally
I don't
different.
know how it works.
Yeah.
So then here it will
Yeah,
be like Canadian
that's why
compliances
one
for
market is
compliance.
very important to select, because
Yeah,
EU and
correct.
North American market is completely different, and Asia then completely different. Middle East, I don't think so. Middle East, we are going to target right now.
Have you guys come up with sort of like a business plan kind of a thing?
Uh, yes, we have, but yeah, it's not. We are not going to discuss right now. Business plan means. See,
No,
the
no,
thing
no.
is.
What I meant to say is like at least some sort of business requirement, because there has to be some kind of a document to start with. Um, we all have a lot of ideas. We all will be starting with so many things. Again and again, I cannot stress enough. A lot of us have full-time jobs. We don't want to be wasting anybody's time. So instead of that, if we have like a focused plan, then we can say that, okay, we're going to consider like point number one. I'm just laying out. It may not be the point number one, but point number one for me, I feel like, okay, what are we trying to, as a starting step? Like you said, like Siddharth was saying that let's try to focus on North America, South America, and I mean, Canada is also included. So like this region, Americas, like because we know they sort of follow similar compliance structure and whatnot. So maybe keep that as a first point. Then go about, okay, what next are we going to do? Are we doing the data collection first? So like that, if some bullet points, if they are there, then people can start focusing on that.
Definitely, yeah. In the tracker, if you see MVP roadmap, so it's already laid out. Okay, so just go through it. Okay, that's currently what I would say, not trending one, but yeah, when we build in public, that sort of roadmap we can follow. Okay, so yeah, will not edit much there in MVP roadmap. Okay, I'll maybe share my screen just a minute so that. Okay, just give me a minute.
Yes, yes. Can I share some details, Tushar, on
Sure, sure,
the
sure.
project? Yeah. So it's better to not focusing on all the features, right? Like just we can have minimum things in the beginning.
Yeah.
So we'll focus three areas, such as like trying to see the what the issue all about. So like mild, critical, right? And serious. Like we try to divide the given. Just a minute. What exactly is that? Yeah. So we'll try to divide the given input in three ways, right? Moderate, mild, and severe or crisis. So when the issue is moderate or mild, we'll try to pass it to the system. If it is severe or crisis, we just need to directly pass to the therapist or some kind of crisis helpline. Okay. So that is the initial state we need to detect. So we will call it as like safety and positioning state. So we will detect the safety and positioning. What exactly is the position and what is the safety level? If it is then completed, and then we will go with the assessment. Okay, which is mild and
So,
moderate.
Mohammed, just to add, are we talking about multi-agent architecture here? Like one agent for retrieval, one agent for routing it to the regular required therapist, that way?
Definitely, there will be
Yes, yes.
multiple agent. No one
Yes.
agent
Okay,
can,
fine.
do. Definitely.
Right.
This
That's
can be done in any ways, as I also shared like mental claw and also multi-agent architecture. So if you are using mental claw, we can connect some kind of notifications with a WhatsApp or Gmail or other kind of mobile number, right? So we can connect and send the message to the nearest or to the connected person who that person is whenever he is affected. So we can add that kind of logic into it if it is very
maybe an
severe.
auditing agent and something also as to just to keep in
Loop,
what
yes.
overall how the system is working. Yeah.
Yeah. And it sounds more like more on the implementation part, Muhammad, what you're saying. But we need to know what we are starting first.
Yeah, I said we will classify the given problem. Already said three levels: mild, moderate, and the severe.
Severe. Okay.
But the system will actually take the inputs for mild and moderate. If it is serious, it will pass to a crisis or some kind of number will be there. So where we will share the details of the user criticality, they will connect. They will try to connect, or it's a just in one kind of information, or it may be the closest friend or the relative, mother or father or anyone. So will be shared with that, so that they will know and they will connect with the given person in crisis. So that is one assumption. It's all about assumption. I am giving my input on that. So it may be crisis, can be anything. The person will be connected to anything. But the problem is when it's mild and moderate, we need to analyze the problem into the deeper levels, analyze it. What exactly it is? Anxiety, depression, stress, ADHD.
So, Mohammed, just to add, we really need to, take into consideration a lot of things here because consent is something very important when it comes to these kind of things. And again, it has to make that distinction when it can bypass that consent. So, in because my wife is a physiotherapist, she is working in this industry. So she comes across these kind of things. If someone comes and says that I'm having this suicidal thoughts and this thing, then irrespective of the patient's consent, it has to be reported directly to the necessary authorities. But there are cases where you need consent to raise it, escalate it to a guardian or to a concerned family member or something like that. So this is a
Yeah.
very fine boundary actually,
Yeah.
and
I think
for an agent, and a system
Yeah,
too, that is going to be a little tricky, I guess. But yeah, we have to do it. Yes.
yeah. I think right now we can able to leverage the existing LLMs. Whatever they will give the perfect keywords. Basically, we'll collect few keywords for the three areas,
Okay.
and we will add those keyword into the system. Initial thing. So whenever that keyword is detected, it will just classify it.
Yeah. Okay, got it. So it's going to be a classifying task. Yeah. Okay, fine.
See, it's all about prioritizing features first, right? We can't think about all the features, but yeah, if in conversation only we are seeing that the patient is very, I would say, very disturbed or something, like high risk patient, so we'll not continue the conversation. We'll definitely have a classification where it will pop up the necessary authorities, or it will stop conversing. See, the thing is, chat gpt also people chat, right, every day. They are also flagging some, they also know that there are some high risk conversation and so on. But what we can't do, they can't do anything as well, right? So definitely there would be terms and condition, and what we say, compliances, and there would be documentation as well and policy as well. So definitely there would be some risk averting in documentation or policies. Okay, so that doesn't happen. But yeah, see, we can't control everything, like like sitting here and controlling the market, right? So that's why classification is very important. And definitely, even if we see little risk, so we'll stop the agent will have a agent, safeguard agent, or what we can call. So it will automatically stop all the conversation and try to showcase the number, or try to just calm down the patient, or whatever thing happening, right?
And also, user may ask some different out of the box question which is not relevant to mental health. So that kind of question we will directly pass and we'll give some general answer to the user. Of well, assessment while assessing mild and moderate, right? Mental health issue of the user, we will give some kind of assessment to analyze what exactly the user condition is. So at the second level, second stage. So then we will analyze and we will categorize. Based on the assessment, we will categorize mild or moderate. So I think this is the initial thing we just need to look into it, and then after completing these steps, we can come back again and discuss. That makes better and that makes easier to nothing making complex.
I guess if we can give some free trial to user in the beginning, they can chat with the
Yeah,
model,
definitely
and
it will be free
after
in the
that,
beginning.
just based on that free conversation, we can flag the user, because from the initial stage only we will come to know, and
Yeah.
based on that we can either report the user and keep the track of their conversation and give them a unique dashboard for the same.
Yes, few initial conversation would be free, but yeah, definitely when we have symptoms and everything, like will show how we can help. Then they will show a subscription plan, or maybe connect to our therapist. Okay, so that sort of thing. One of the idea also I would like to share is like one of the sales product I built recently. So what we did there is, when we have a a little bit uh, like hope that the client would be able to hop on the call. Okay, so we initiated like voice agent to give a personalized message. So here also we can have, let's say, if we are flagging like high risk conversation, not right now in MVP stage, but yeah, when we develop the other stages, or maybe another when we develop it further, so we can have voice agent also running, so to calm down. Because conversation on the keyboard or the chat is different, and voice, you're talking to a maybe sort of a AI therapist, is different, right? So currently we'll focus on this, but I believe voice agent is also very less costing nowadays. But let's say the user subscribe to it, then we can have give access to voice agent as well, so that it's he or she is not typing, just conversing like we are doing. Okay, that is also very easy right now. Okay, but yeah, the thing what we are thinking is, we are on the point. Okay, so let's focus on the steps and conversing, and this sort of classification we have to be very strict with. Let's say these are our golden rules. Okay, so maybe someone can start writing somewhere like golden rules that our agents have to follow. Then we'll give in system prompts. Okay.
Yeah. Should we also predefine agents efficiency, allowed latency, and also define multiple milestones for our agents? Or we can have a separate discussion after we gather the business requirements for it.
I think there's a time for. I think we should not decide right now. Maybe in the later stages, little bit later. Okay.
One thing I can want to say, like whatever I told you, right? You can just give it to prompt to the Cloudy or OpenAI, right? They will just give you right away code in 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's all about how much you collaborate and discuss among you after that, and you just write down some points. Okay, I did today this. This is my system. So it's all about collaboration. What I'm just shocked, right? We can build complete application in few hours, end to end, full stack.
In half an hour maximum with cloud code, more not more than half an hour. So it's not about coding, so very correctly pointed out. It's about making a product that is sellable in the market, or maybe not sellable, maybe it's helping someone, right? It's also making net, let's say, not we are not making any profit, but at least we are making some revenue so that we can cover our cost. Okay. So at least that should be the goal, right? And it's not about coding. So yeah, that's why we are giving sufficient time to search and think about like what where we can create a value there.
Yes, there should be some edge. There should be some difference between what we actually. It's not should be like random project, something we are building. So that will be in shelf. That will be some useful. There should be some useful to someone, and some market value should be there, so that the business requirement and we can try to catch up with this. If someone can come and ask us what the revenue or the what the market you are looking for with this product, what are your users exactly? Who are the users? Just tell us like what exactly our users are. Users are like basically depression. Most people are already really feeling it, right? It may be
I would
stress.
say Gen Z because like when I see Gen Z currently, they're mostly like depressed. They're very depressed. So target should be the youth directly. Gen Z is the best target for us.
Main thing is right now everybody that is going through is job insecurity. That's the first and foremost thing throughout the world. It doesn't matter where it is. Job insecurity because of all
Yeah.
the things happening around the world.
And also
Um,
AI can do most of the things.
yes, that it's now kind of compounded. It has become morphed into much bigger than that. Um, Prices have gone up. So people don't know whether they can uh, put food on the table. It doesn't matter who it is, and whether they can afford certain medical treatments, like some like really life-saving treatment. People are putting it off. So there are a lot of things that are contributing to the depression. It's not just only the AI. AI part is there, but it's sort of like now has taken like a back seat, so to speak, in some aspect. I'm not saying totally, but to a small percentage, it has taken back seat because of all the other things happening.
Geopolitical issues as well. Yeah.
The reason is like why I'm saying AI because we humans are actually knowledge workers. So now the knowledge, we use this knowledge to train AI. And the AI is really doing amazing thing with this knowledge, right? Excel, SQL, coding, everything. Where the most of the people were learning with 4 years degree or 15 or 20 years of education, everything is going into vain. So how this vacuum can be filled up? So it's actually what I'm asking is a very, very, very large and need to be debated question, but we just need to see only one dimension. There are many dimensions maybe how it is impacting. I said in the era of AI, one thing is gonna never AI take over, which are like individuals who have their own self-identity. So who have their own opinions. It's like I'm driving a car, right? I have controls in my hand. Wherever I want to go, I can go. If the car is in autopilot, whatever AI says, AI generate junk, I will accept it. I cannot modify it. I don't know how to use it. So whatever it gives, I will take it. So it's mean like we should have control over what exactly AI is giving to us. so that we can remove the junk, or we can make changes to it, so that like whatever the actual requirement is, or the goal is, or the architecture is, we're able to define, we're able to make things.
So, Mohammed, just to add a little bit here, speaking about the market, uh, just to give you a perspective, so here how it works in, at least in North America, at least in Canada, what I'm aware about is, we most people are covered under some form of insurances, or they are, if there are some government plans, then they are covered under that, through which they access these services, such as different kind of clinicians, or psychologists or psychiatrists, or so and so forth. But the sessions can be limited. Maybe they can get only 4 or 5 sessions from whatever coverage is there. So first concern is paying, because these people are costly. These therapy sessions are costly. They will cost anywhere north of $100 to $130 per session. And this is where I think the opportunity can come in. Is if you are limited to these kind of sessions, then how can a mental health agentic system deal with these kind of things? Maybe it can solve some smaller problems for you, and only for the critical problems it can route you to the required therapist. Second thing is collaborating with some institutions. It can be some clinics, it can be some hospitals, it can be university, or something like that,
Yeah.
because you can bring a larger pool of audience for such kind of a project, such kind of a platform, you could say. So identifying or partnering with these kind of institutions, or these kind of bodies, can gain better access to the necessary audience, you could say. That's what I feel. But you can add if you want in this.
Yeah, like research organizations and institutions, they may have like some like a study program wherein it benefits their students, research students, as well as it will benefit the public, right? So that type of
I think like because we don't want to target students, because they are not able to buy this service, right?
no,
We
no,
just need to
not
see.
not just students. It can be anybody. It can
Yeah,
be
anybody.
you, me, and anybody, right?
Yeah.
Who are willing to. Again, the potential customer has to be willing to participate in such a program. Not everybody is comfortable in airing out their laundry in front of everybody, right? I mean, even though it is like a closed session, it will be only you and then the person at the other end from the research organization. But still, they may not be as open to just talking it out. So there are a lot more things that have to happen for the conversation to start between the two entities. But definitely there will be benefit in terms of not everybody needs to go and pay an arm and a leg for a session. At least the initial steps will be met by this sort of help.
Yes, but I see like already in companies, right, there are sessions are going on for employees, because this session going on for employees, because they already seeing the root cause or the problems exist in the employment, right? So I feel like if we close the age gap between like 25 to 50 or 60, so that these are targeted professionals who are earning something, and they're really concerned about things which is happening in family or around surroundings or in company, maybe some pressure, right? It may be about job or anything. So that can be some initial market. We just need to see who will buy our product. Initial, first thing, first customers.
Yeah, that's going to be a big challenge in that sense. that definitely is going to be a bigger challenge than anything else.
If we do it right, we don't have to worry that much about it, because I know people without even building, they have this idea, they get their customer on that note only, right? What people are doing is using Reddit and public forums, right? That's why we are building in public. So when we start building, we'll start, promoting this as well, right? In public forum that we build something, or maybe short videos,
Yeah.
something. So yeah, this challenge is of course there, because lovable and this vibe coding tools, but who's making money and who's not from that tool, everyone here knows, right? those people who have developed their product, or maybe no coding, only those people are making money. All the students and everything, is just for popularity, right? So yeah,
I mean,
getting
without
customer is difficult,
focusing,
but yeah, I think sorry, you were saying.
no, I said without focusing so much on who specifically the audience we are targeting, like you said, if we focus on giving something that anybody, it could be anybody, that is going through some kind of hardship or whatever, if they can use it. Um, and
A big
that I
testimonial
think,
type of thing, yeah.
yeah, will be better. And then afterwards, if we have to focus, then we can branch out and do focusing. But initially, I think it can be for anybody who's going through.
There is one saying is like customer will embrace all products. You just need to do repeated marketing. Repeated. At the 100th time, customer will accept the product, which is saying like, this is the true product, I want this product. So ultimately marketing wins. If user is not interested in the product, but still he buys it because of the marketing.
But this slightly is different. It's not so much for marketing. We really have to see if it helps somebody. Because this area is not so much on, I'll market anything people will buy,
Yeah,
right?
but
Because this you're dealing with somebody's life.
without marketing, how you can promote your
No,
product?
no, I
Just
understand. I understand. What I meant to say is, you should, I feel we should portray it as we
I
are
mean to say
doing
like,
it for human good.
I mean to say like, why I'm just stating this. We just have some unique things. This is our product. In marketing also there is some unique features will be repeatedly given, extrapolated hundreds of thousand times. So what exactly the unique sense will be present in our product? So we just need to define it first. It's a question to all everyone. Like, what should be the uniqueness into our product, so that like user will really come with with minimal marketing, so they come and they just take the service.
Come on, guys, ideas. You can write if you are maybe occupied
We
and you
are
can't
using
speak. Right? Yeah,
AI,
soon after
so
this. Yeah.
we are using AI, so user has that like no one's gonna judge them, because some people still like they feel shy talking to like some third person, or even if it's their like family, they don't even want to share it with their parents or with some close friend. So based on like AI, they know like no one's gonna judge them, and they are free to talk in like whichever way they want. So it's beneficial, and they can even talk in their like mother tongue, or some like instead of using English, they can even talk in English language. So it's easy for them.
Yeah, right now we use all the models right now which are available are open source also, are multimodal. So whenever they give some input, they can get input output in image, text or audio or video also. So
Yeah.
it might not be an issue, but we just need to define how
The
we are serving
uniqueness
the
and
user,
how, yeah,
how we are serving the
uniqueness
user.
basically.
Yeah, we'll try to define it in the process, right? But we'll just in the meantime we'll start also building the initial few of the features, such as like I said, classification and then assessment. It's better to group 3 or 4 members, right, as a team, so that like they will collaborate, discuss, and build on Cloudy Code or some OpenAI or Copilot. So anywhere they can collaborate and discuss and build.
Yeah, one more point to add on. So, data privacy is also one important thing that users would usually expect us to be more transparent about, because nobody wants to share their own personal experience in public. So, maybe if we can try to concentrate about how the data is being transparent and make the users trustworthy would also gain.
Yeah, like as a full disclosure, of course, there are a lot of compliance related things that has to happen, especially because this is a very um, personal problem, personal uh, issue that we are dealing with, personal type of AI problem that we are dealing with. So, of course, it has to be fully lot of compliance issues have to be addressed upfront, and accordingly, the obviously the welcome page or whatever it is, it has to be fully laid out in terms of your data is secure. We are not going to transmit to everybody. All that jargon has to come into picture, and maybe like somebody like an AI bot saying those things and making sure that the person understands, sort of like a feedback type of a thing. Should that itself will be quite important to start with.
Yes, but like there, I just want to add here, which is very very concerning thing, which I recently came also. There is nothing like privacy in this world.
Yeah, I was about to say same thing.
That is true. That is true. And everything about you can be hacked and gotten from whatever
No, no,
ways.
no, no,
But
uh,
sti-
not even
but
hacked. See,
still,
we are conversing and there's no AI note taker, but still this data is being used with Google, and
yes,
in some months, what this you everybody knows, right? Now every question you ask on Google as well, it's referencing back to a YouTube video,
yes,
right? You would see that it referencing back to a video sources, so everything is going to be, video sources and everything. There's no written text, it is not going to reference. So
yeah,
whatever,
and any
yeah,
search
we are
you
doing,
do,
it's, yeah,
it goes, yeah, to all other places, of course.
yeah,
We know that. But still, like this area, since it's so delicate,
yeah,
you still have to convince the audience, convince the
definitely.
user that you're okay to talk, you're okay to ask questions. That's what I meant.
See, yeah, I'll give you just explanation, Surya, as well. This thing. See, whenever the user come to our product page, so he or she will create an account, right? It is not like like ChatGPT. Let's say you are creating a new account, then it will have a user profile. So their data, of course, is in the memory. Okay, will have it, and there would be some terms and condition when they sign up. You also, whenever sign up a product, there will be terms and conditions, so everything would be written there, everything, compliances and everything. So we don't have to make different pages or something, right? Everything is there. Hardly anyone reads that, but yeah, that is to secure, the product company. Okay, so we'll go in that way, and definitely we will ensure that the data is not going to, or maybe we'll have a terms and condition, but we can't make 100% surety that their data conversation is not going to go to the LLM provider and use it for their training data, right? Even if we switch off that option in, let's say, in Perplexity as well, still data is leaking and it is going to be trained on, right? But yeah, we can just maybe have in terms and condition that we are using this model or something, so you should read their terms and condition as well when we are using their LLMs. Okay, so we don't have to explicitly say on the front page, but in terms and condition everything would be there. Okay, any more thoughts, Ishan?
Yes, I think it's better as it, right? You can pivot some.
Like I would like to add a point that we should add a human touch to our application that we are building, like building a community of our customers. Like
Okay,
as
In
we
what
have
way?
engaged about 10 to 15 customers, then we
got it,
can
got
build a
it.
community of them so that our application grows through word of mouth.
Definitely, I was hoping to do that on Reddit and everything. Uh, and testimonial video testimonials as well, some of the testimonials. Okay, so will not of course ask the person to disclose his or her problem, but how their our product help out, right? And if they got real value out of that, so it could be real or it could be us as well giving video testimonial. So then it will help, catch up on things and get traction. So yeah, that's why
Yeah,
I
one
think
more.
we require a GTM person as well, engineer, or maybe who is good in marketing. So yeah, we'll have some more members, but not for like coding purposes. Maybe in the marketing sort of thing, or maybe a domain expert as well. Okay. So in the team, but right now we are here. So yeah, that's how we are going to create more users, Ishan.
Yeah, one more thing is like we just need to see open source model running in our local system so that like data cannot be shared to the given APIs. So that need to be keep in mind. Has said we are if we are really using APIs, then we will be using sharing the data to other providers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so yeah, just to add, Mohammed here, uh, in recent months, in my products, what I gave an option is to link their Olama. They can run any model and link the product. Okay, it's running on our website or maybe on our hosting system, but there's an option to buy the, like, what was that thing? What local host, the server address, right? So there's an option, so the user can choose a local hosted model. User can give their own API key, or user can subscribe and we will provide the API key. So we can have 3 4 options. I'll maybe show you in the next meeting how that looks. Okay, very easy to create. Okay, so nothing more than that. So let's say if they are very concerned about the privacy of their conversation, so they can choose an option. Okay, so to run Olama any model, and that model can provide the guidance so that there's no data leakage.
But Tushar, like businesses really want user data, right?
Hmm.
If you are
Yeah, yeah,
really
yeah.
building a
That
product,
option
we
I'm
should have
asking,
some
just
data.
yeah, yeah, I got it, yeah, yeah. Yeah, means just an option, but I don't think so. Then we are going to make any money if they are running on local system.
Yeah.
So just for AI agents, not everyone is going to pay. Okay, but yeah, the thing is, we can just for the trial purposes, we can just try on the local system. Okay, that sort of
Yes.
thing can also happen. Definitely, for
Tushar,
this purpose is really bad, right? They would be running on their local system. Yeah, yes, Siddharth.
yeah, Tushar, I'm sorry, I have to leave because I have to be somewhere.
It's okay. It's okay.
So,
I'll share the link. It's on the YouTube. Okay,
okay,
it's live streaming as well, so you can just catch up. I
okay,
think. Yeah,
sure.
if there is.
I'll catch up on the. You'll be sharing the video, right, later?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so I'll catch up with whatever I'll be missing, and
Great,
if
great.
there is
No
any
worries, no
thoughts, I
worries.
will. Okay,
Great.
thank you, guys.
Thank you, Siddharth.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
one. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Tushar, I have shared some resources with you on the Slack workspace. Just you can share it with everyone when you make the whole notes of the meeting.
Sure, sure, sure. I'll do that. I'll do that. Means I think in the tech support or resources you can share or maybe bookmark, or maybe in the tracker only make a new sheet and resources you can add so that it's not missed. Because in Slack, after 1 month it will
Yeah.
get, even if we pin, it will get really messy, right?
Yeah.
In the tracker maybe you can make a new sheet and you can just start adding the resources. Okay. Okay, yeah, any more thoughts or what we should discuss or what's going to be the plan for this week? So Mohammed, what's going to be the plan for this upcoming week? Should we
Yes,
assign
as
something?
said,
Yeah.
yeah, we need to assign the first thing, which is like classifying the given problem into 3 areas, and that is the first agent that will be building.
Okay, great, great.
So
I'll make
if
a,
not like if
yeah.
not like build 2 agents, 2 or 3 agents, like orchestrator one, orchestrator will be connecting to this agent, so that the next set of agent you just need to connect with the orchestrator.
Got it, got it. And everyone here is comfortable with AI agents, right?
Yeah.
And if anyone require any guidance or masterclass as well, like Claude I'm going to take, and maybe OpenClaw as well, or maybe AI multi-layer AI agent infrastructure also. So just let me know. I'll schedule it. But yeah, so what I'll do is from my end, I'll create a GitHub repository, and then in the sheet I am going to ask your GitHub IDs. Okay, so you can provide and I'll give you the access. Okay, so who wants to work on this classifying agents? You can choose, you can decide right now, or you can let us know.
Along with the agent, right, when you define, you just also define the skills, one thing, okay, and then the instructions, basic general instructions on top of it. See how that work. Not
I
only
mean, you
classifying
also
agent,
like
yeah.
come up with again, I'm again going back to like a plan of action, some kind of, because like you need to know what comes first, what comes next, and what not, so that way like um, the people who are doing those tasks will have like a handover to the next set of people, because we need that sort of handshake happening also, right? Like if we are dependent on like group A giving whatever cleaned up data or like whatever the case may be, because even if you're using a pre-trained model, LLM model, it's going to be dated, like only up to whatever point of time that it has looked into the data, it's only that data that it knows about.
No, I can say like there are some new models available on Olama. Okay,
Correct,
so
but still, it may not know the newer data, the newer
yeah,
conversation.
we can connect with the web search. I think web search is also
Yeah, yeah,
available.
yeah. So
Tools
that
available
means
also.
we are enhancing with RAG, we are enhancing with other external sources. So yeah, that is a given. But we need to sort of like make different tasks that needs to be done to in order to achieve the final product. Then we can start working.
First, you just define for your agent what is your input and what is output. Output just get in the form of a JSON. Okay, so this JSON can be passed to the APIs basically. So just see how your agent is taking input from an API and how it is converting that input into an output, which is a JSON. So input will be basically query. First agent will take the query. Okay, but the inner agents will not take the query. It will have the JSON data, which is a classified data, which is mild, moderate, or severe, right? And then mild, moderate. Based on that, we will give the assessment. So in the inner agents, we are just passing the JSON data, and then this will pop up the given questionnaire. I think like you just need to also initial step design some initial basic architecture layout. What
Yeah,
exactly?
that's exactly what been asking. Um, it's not so much on the implementation. Yes, we all know that the input and output has to be tightly um, a schema based kind of a thing. We need to give we know that part, but we need to know like a plan of action, like schematic plan of action, so to speak, what we need to do and what are the things that are needed. And then we individually take up the.
I just got this some output from Cloudy. Okay, I'm just trying to share this Figma drawing. Okay, I can share the screen. Initial thing we will just to focus on this design. Okay, the screen visible.
No, not yeah.
Visible, right? What exactly? How exactly I can?
Yeah, it's visible.
Nice. Yeah. So I will try to share this one basically. Okay. So initially we'll just try to assess the condition as said. After we are just classifying, moving this crisis to the other end. Okay, where it will try to trigger some things related to emergency responses and therapies. The the other condition, first and second, moderate and mild, we will pass the assessment to the user. and we'll assess and we'll try to create some kind of graph or what exactly the user condition is. So this is the thing we just need to check out. And then as said, there is a privacy and compliance or data protection is already there on top of it. So we'll share with this to you. Okay. We'll share in the group. You can just go through it. Take resources. So I'm just sharing this one. Just try to go with that, and yeah, there's nothing else. We don't want to lost in this forest or some space. Product building is something where you will just lost to define what exactly you want to build. So it's a large area, so it's better to confine very small things and make everything is visible to everyone.
Yeah, of course, it has to be like a agile development, so to speak. Start something small and then build on top of it, like a feedback system.
I think everyone can build this easily, amazingly with this. You just need to have your intent and everything defined in the morning. So after getting up in the morning, don't use mobile phone. So because it just crush your individual identity. So just try to switch off phone and just relax and understand, analyze the problem, and just try to deeper into it. And after some time, just do some web search and try to create better prompts. Okay, unique prompts and get some amazing results.
Definitely. So any more thoughts from anyone who hasn't spoken, or Vivek, Vijay? So basically, you have to work on system prompts or the prompts you would give your products, right? So it's not like user prompts, like you are asking for something. It's about your product design and what your product should give an output if an user is interacting with. Okay, I hope everyone knows here system prompts, right? What is the user prompt and system prompt?
Is
So I
it
think
a
of that way.
markdown
Cloud
file?
skills is also similar thing. Okay, that's why it's an MD file. Okay, and have you decided on the frameworks and libraries, Mohammed?
Yes, they can go. I think now what I see is we don't what I don't know, but like frameworks also being getting absolute. What I see is with Cloud Code CLI or Copilot CLI. So, but yeah, in terms of building applications, right, AI applications, we need to focus on some agentic framework. But when you are looking into UI, UX, other things, so there it will give amazing things. So just fix with LangChain or CrewAI. CrewAI is something if you are beginner, okay. But if you are really looking for a product with a low latency, high efficiency, right, we need to go with LangChain, something like that. If you are going with LangChain, you will not be having multi-agent kind of thing, but there will be something related to nodes using LangGraph.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just start with anywhere. We can divide asset into two teams. One team can start working using CrewAI and the other team can start working with LangChain. So there will be no differentiator. However, we'll be using
But Crew
some.
AI also needs the API key. It's not free.
No,
So
yeah, no,
there is a
however,
free tier,
okay.
but that doesn't allow much at all.
No, we will be using our open source models, right? Such as Olama. We'll be running in our local and we'll use that
Yeah,
Olama
model is,
instead.
but the calls are token based, right? So that is chargeable. Nobody
Just
is giving it for free.
yeah, just
You're
give me.
saying crew, okay.
Oh, so sorry. Yeah, I hope everyone here has used or not used Open Router. So I am giving a link. Okay, if you have not used, just connect it with your GitHub. You will get $150 credit with my link. Just give me a minute. So if anyone has not used, just for the experimentation, right? This is the link. Okay, when you register, just open this link again. You will get $150 credit. You can use any model. Okay,
Okay.
Claude or OpenAI or any, or the Chinese one as well. That's very less costing. So with this link, you will get $150 credit. Okay. So for experimentation, I think that's enough. And yeah, so OpenAI, you can Pankaj, you can use Olama. There are some other as well. OpenLLM or what was that? Something is also there. So you can just download a small
Yeah,
model for
Gemini models are also
Gemini
okay.
models.
Some
Yeah,
of the Gemini
yeah.
models are
Gemma
tried.
models. Yeah.
They are fine. I mean, they don't charge to use those models, and
Yes. Yes.
also using the Hugging Face embeddings. I didn't need to use key. At least for
New one.
development
Yeah.
purposes, it's good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely having face.
I think, and there is no issues, Pankaja, in building things, right? I can build these applications right away in a week and everything. I can do cloud, but it's all about learning. It's not I am building an application. It's about what actually the business is, the product values. I cannot create a product directly value. So the product get values when we have a different set of people. It's not I can build, you can build. It's all we are building, and that product will be have that kind of specification. Okay, differentiality. So if the product has differentiality, it can have some edge in the market. So we just need to, as said, we will be, Tusha, it's better to roll out a spreadsheet so that like teams can be forming and they can start discussing and building it. And as said, every team will be having their own set of skills, right? They can connect and discuss and build. So there is nothing like no, not everyone will be equal in terms of connecting and building. So no stoppage will be there, no questions will be there. So I think you can just take the skill set in the given teams, right? Team 1 and team 2, and based on that, you can just arrange them into a given teams. And Pankaj can go with business analysis or development or anything. So it's all about uniqueness and all. We need to just do some product research and ask questions. Yeah, as already we are doing, but few people need to do again. There are few people are still have not asked any questions in the meeting.
Yeah. I've uploaded the dataset and other resources which I found, and it's in the like sheet named resources.
Yeah, resources. Got it. Yeah, keep on developing, right? You don't have to see. Uh, I don't want to, handle for everything, right? You can start, putting the resources somewhere or in the Slack. So it's like, not like just my responsibility, yours as well. Okay, so please take initiative and please be proactive. Okay, I was hoping like I don't have to assign personally. You will take a I'm doing this and that, but it's okay. See, it's the initial stage, initial week, so feel free, comfortable to whatever you want to do currently. If you still have no idea, so we can talk on the Slack as well. But in the sheet, you can start with providing a GitHub user ID, and maybe in another column, let's say I or J, you can start what I'm working on this week, right? So it doesn't have it of course have to be documented somewhere that who's doing what. But yeah, definitely, please, whatever you're comfortable, start with that. Then we'll see, and from next week, if anyone wants to, have a specific thing assigned to them, then we can do that as well. Okay.
Okay.
And
Yes.
one last thing I want to add here from my side. So till humans, why companies hire people? Companies hire people because we are diverse and we are creative, different set of backgrounds and everything, right? And this uniqueness actually create a product. Until and unless AI will also mature in similarly with us, right, in terms of diverse and creative problem solving in every aspect. When it will reach up to that point and there will be a replacement to us, but till that companies will not do anything directly removing mass layoff. Okay, so they want to have different voices to be heard so that the direction can be laid out for the given development of the product. Similarly, we should have some diverse and unique things into the given teams. Okay, they need to collaborate and discuss. It's not about like I'm using Python. In the era of AI, you need to come up and ask, speak your, show your thoughts, discuss.
Definitely, definitely makes sense. Okay, any more thoughts, question? Start developing, start writing maybe the what your agent should be doing. Okay, because because this is also a skill, right? System prompting is also a very good skill, right? So you should think, in that way, like what your product should do. So if you're giving a good instruction, then only the product will work, right? So start working on that, start working on research, and for the research paper and everything, keep a link, right? We don't have to I think right now have data scraping or anything, right? We can just source it to some agents that they could reference this links back if we find good research or something like that, so that user also have an idea from where information is being sourced, apart from the information that is on the fly it will be sourcing. Okay. And fine tune, I don't think so we require it now because the models are so much advanced. But still, if we get the conversational data like Siddharth was telling, so we can maybe see.
And are we going to be using anything like Chroma DB or something like that? Because there has to be some kind of interim storage, right?
Sorry, what did
For
you ask?
So
Sorry, I didn't get that. Catch up.
Chroma
Yeah,
DB or something
we are
like
not
that.
using RAG right now. Okay, so RAG will come into picture when you have some kind of additional data, apart from use maybe user data or other resources. We are web scraping for the mental health to analyze and give user
Yeah,
context.
that was one of the things we initially discussed before you joined, I think, because I had looked up some data sources and Siddharth Patil, he was mentioning that he can get some patient notes. So that's the reason I thought like we are going to use that as like a knowledge enhancement.
Yeah, that can be added after the skill assessment, like mental health assessment. We can utilize that, right,
Okay.
to better diagnose or to do whatever we want. We can utilize for assessment also. We need to have a better questionnaire and has set clinical data for the if you are providing the user some kind of therapy, right, we should be having concrete
Yeah, it's not
resources.
so much of a therapy, even to even for the assistant, AI assistant that we are developing to sort of intelligently direct them, give them some kind of direction. It may need additional knowledge, not just whatever is there in the LLM model.
Yeah,
Anyway, to start with, I think we can start with just the LLM model, the
we
pre-trained
can
LLM.
we can use some kind of agentic RAG. Okay, so where our Vector DB will be, Chroma DB or Files DB will be our storage, and our LLM model itself will try to fetch the top results and analyze it, what exactly matches with the given input.
Siddharth, I just uploaded some clinical data set as well. I just recently found some data sets on Hugging Face, and one was synthetic data set, and other was from the like interaction with the physiotherapist, and one more taken from two clinics. Those were in open source, so I have added those resources. So we, I believe, got some conversational data set to proceed at least in the initial stage.
What do you mean by you uploaded the data? Are we storing data in the
Oh,
Slack
I mean, I
channel?
shared the link. My bad.
Oh, okay.
I have shared the link of those
Yeah,
data
that
sets.
can be, as Tushar was mentioning, we are going to put all those links in the resources, and you can tag it as data resources or something like that.
Yes, yes.
Let's
Whatever you
not
are doing, it's
individually
good.
keep putting it in the as a message because it becomes too much to track.
Whatever you are doing is good. Just we need to anchoring ourselves with the initial set of feature as discussed, and when we come back again, right, we can analyze and we can go with the next set of
Yes.
changes to be implemented.
So initially looks like we are not going to consider external data sources, at least for the first go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Okay, so yeah, any more thoughts, anyone? So yeah, everyone is now aligned, or still there's some question like what you are going to work on. If still there, so we will be available on Slack. So please keep do asking, and regularly check on Slack because now it will be active. And those who are seeing the recording, so please be active as well. Crew I shares data. Everyone shares now data, right? This thing is no one is safe, with share data to his cloud. Even the Olama cloud is also there, right? So they are also, if you are using the open source model hosted on their cloud as well, they are also sharing the data with the company, like for the Meta. Everyone
Yes.
share.
Yeah. Browser is something which is sharing the data in two forms. One is if you know, like it will blow your mind, which is called as digital fingerprinting. It will share complete set of data of each second of what exactly going on into your screen itself,
Mouse
and
pointer,
also your
everything.
audio, video,
Yeah.
everything. So just understand what is digital fingerprinting. Not about cookies data, sessions data. I'm asking, I'm telling about like digital fingerprinting is live data, whatever is going on in your mobile phone right now, if it's turned on or in silent mode also.
Yeah, one short experiment. Just say out loud, don't open your phone, don't open your lock, elephant, 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 and just open YouTube or anything. You will see the videos in 10 minutes. Trust me, something like that you will see. There's no data security, and
You are in the right place, Tushar. You are in the right place. European country is a very data restricted country in this world, and they have very protection laws.
yeah, still they do share, right? But yeah, just thing is here we are owner of our own data. We can use our own data as well, right? Like the banking one, so we can use anything with it. But in other countries, so we are not even the owner of our banking data or our transactional data, right? So there
Gmeet
is
is
there.
free. Gmeet is completely free because of that.
Yeah.
So if we are done, I think probably
Wait.
we
So yeah, we
can
can conclude.
close.
I think if there is not anything, any okay from my side, there is not anything. Anyone, or we can conclude. Okay
Thank you.
then. Thank you so much everyone for joining, and those who will be listening to the recording. Please be active on the Slack, and yeah, enjoy rest of the Sunday, and have a great week ahead. Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vishal.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay.